Bunch of chumps.
Welcome to Open Up Forum, where we talk about anything and everything and give you a godly perspective on it. We got a good show today. Check it out. Yeah. We got Rob Little Lionhead, my man Ronald McConaughey up in the building.
Amen.
And we also got Matt, our engineer. He still ain't got no mic, but we're gonna try to.
How we sound, Mike?
We're gonna try to do.
Matt. How we sound, Matt?
Yeah. I was like, who mic?
You ain't say that.
Say like microphone. I thought he was talking to microphone.
My mic sounds nice. Check one. Remember that?
Yeah.
That was back in the day. They don't rap like that.
Yeah.
Now they rap like this.
What's the topic of the day?
The problem with America is.
The problem with America is. It's a good question, and I think we all got a consensus of our own opinion of what it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think we can start. I like to start with leadership.
No, say it the right way now.
Leadership.
I like to start with leadership.
Leadership.
And we have a president now who is considered our leader here in the United States of America.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately. And I think this president causes too much division as we see it today.
Mm-hmm.
When former presidents, I don't care if they was Republican, independent, or Democrat. I don't know if we had an independent president yet, have we? But anyway.
Not that I know of.
I think way back in the 1800s.
Wait a minute, did they have the independent party that far back?
Well, you figured that they were America is the Democrat and Republicans were one party at one time.
Well, they still are.
Right.
If you really want to be, honest
Well,
about it.
Republicans.
Democrats, Republicans. To me, there's no difference in the two.
I think what separates them now is the opinions
much.
of how to run the country, or what
What
the opinions
supposedly?
Supposedly how to. But I think what they should be doing is seeing how to better take care of the people in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is where
all people,
and all people, because
they don't.
We are a diverse country. Immigrants are coming in, and it's been coming in for the thousands of years now.
It was founded on immigrants.
Yeah, this country was founded on immigration.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is, we as our government, we should have fairness across the board, because we got different types of people, cultures,
Mm-hmm.
nationalities, religions.
Mm-hmm.
That's all clustered in this one United States of America.
True.
It's all clustered in here. So I'm of our leadership is not treating everyone fairly, as far as I'm concerned. So if you're not treating everyone fairly, we're not taking care of the poor. We're not taking care of our citizens.
Mm-hmm.
We're not. They're not caring about
kids either.
Yeah, kids education. They trying to dominate their agenda and forget everybody else.
Yeah.
So that's what I say about what's happening in America today. I'll start there. Anybody want to comment?
Yeah, Rob.
Man, that's a start, but I mean, there's so many things that's wrong with America. Like, okay, one perfect example, right? Mikey Sherrill is running for governor,
right, against Jack Ciattarelli.
Okay,
thank you, bro.
They showed her answering a question, and she was like, and then they said, "Really, is this a joke? Are you really going to vote for her?" That's what the commercial, says.
Basically saying,
right?
I see it first every morning too. That's
like,
killing me.
But what really upsets me is that, like, it doesn't matter if a Democrat is in or Republican is in. I don't see the difference. I'm just talking about me. I'm not saying for everybody. I'm just saying.
I hear you.
When I see like politics, like, to me, like, why I stopped following politics is because they all seem like one big party to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure they do party together. You know what I'm saying? In more ways than one.
Could be.
You know,
Could
for
be.
sure, for sure.
Could
Now,
be.
what part you want to bring out?
I think the problem with America is we got a 14th century minded president trying to use 18th century laws to govern a 21st century country.
Mm-mm.
We're never going to get where we need to go with that.
That's a good perspective. That's a great perspective.
Can't nobody put it better than that. I mean,
Yeah, I'd say it. But at the same time, I think he's going backwards instead of going forward in the future, because he's trying to bring back some of the 18th century laws you're talking about that we fought so hard to get rid of as a people.
Mm.
And I'm not just talking black people. I'm talking about there were some white people who said that's not right.
He said there was some white people.
Yeah, it was some white.
There was some white people.
There was some white.
Yeah.
There was people. There was white people who
Yeah, that's true though.
went
That is
Mississippi and they walked over that bridge with Martin Luther King.
That's right.
It was some people there.
It was,
So
right.
I ain't gonna say.
but let's not
it's
get
just
this.
all us.
We've
but
always
you do-
been integrated.
Yeah.
Let's not leave this unsaid. There was a lot of people that benefited from the civil rights movement.
Yeah.
Other than black
Yes.
people weren't the only people that benefited from
Facts,
civil rights.
bro.
You know
Exactly.
what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
somebody
Facts.
else should
Facts.
have been walking and doing
Mhm.
all that
Facts.
stuff if they got the, because
Mhm.
their leaders weren't killed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And this is why I have such a problem with people on YouTube
Mm.
talking about each other. Having you heard nothing that Martin and Malcolm said.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Talk
Why
about
are
your own
you
people,
still
yeah.
coming at your brothers about this
Yeah.
stuff? That should be a house. You should speak in, like we should.
In-house.
If it was me and you, I'll pull you to the side. Listen, this is this.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
All right, we cool. All right.
That's the word.
Now, if we
That's
just
the,
gonna
that's,
make money.
that's the word, y'all. That's
Yeah.
the word. The
If-
word says if you got to art with your brother,
Mhm.
go to him.
That's
Yeah,
right.
go to
That's
him.
right.
And
Hey,
don't-
with that song back in the day, right?
don't
'Cause
put it on social media.
Listen, this is a song from,
Right.
from
right.
back in the day.
You know?
Don't ask my neighbors. And the song was basically
right.
saying, "Come straight to me."
Yeah, sure.
And that's what you're talking about,
Yeah.
coming right out of the word.
Sure.
You got a problem with your brother, go to your brother.
But they
Yeah.
don't. They don't do that. They don't.
No,
do
they
that.
go
And
to
that-
social
that's
media,
why
like you said.
if I'm gonna say a name, I'm gonna try to say a name that of somebody that I respect. You know what I'm saying? Like 19 Keys and what's the other brother from down Mississippi? Chief Rod Hayes.
Okay.
Those guys like that. Those guys, baby, they deserve props because they out here doing things. Boots laced up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
But these other guys that are making all this money off of YouTube, like downing other people, really, is that really how you want to make your money?
That's what they do.
You want to make your money like that?
Controversy and
I don't want to
conflict.
make money like that.
We talked about what sells and what's big business. We know that war and crime is big business. That's when you get to a whole nother level of rich,
Yeah,
being involved with war and crime.
yeah.
But for
If you ain't
those
rich,
of
you wouldn't
us
even know
on
about it.
our level, you talk about on YouTube, that level is controversy and conflict.
Mhm.
That's what it is, controversy and conflict. You got to be controversial or conflicting to make a whole lot of money. People don't want to see people in agreement,
No,
Mm-mm.
you know.
No, that don't sell.
that goes. Yep. Even
But
in
yet
reality
the word
TV
tells us
shows.
that the house
That's all in reality.
divided cannot stand. That means that house will be destroyed. It is going to fall.
Yep.
It is not going to succeed. Move forward. It's not going to last.
Yeah.
So if the word is telling us that we have to be united, how come people are having a hard time in understanding what it means to be united?
Yeah.
Everybody don't believe in the word.
That's
you
true,
call the
but
word.
even if you
Everybody
don't
doesn't go by that.
don't believe in it, you believe in the principles that it's putting forth. I
Mhm.
mean, you and I, we got to be on the same page if we're going to get to our destination.
Yeah.
Although we don't have to agree upon everything.
Right?
You
You
know
don't
what
have
I'm saying?
not everything, but we have
Yeah.
to be agreement on something.
We got respect.
I mean, listen, if
We
we
got-
just trying to
we
get
gotta
from this
respect
corner to that
everybody's
corner in the busy highway, we got to agree how we going to cross the street
Yeah.
so we get there together,
Mm-hmm.
right? I don't want to get there and have to throw you in front of me so that everybody can stop so I can walk. No. But that's where we at right now.
I'm glad you kept going on that.
That's
topic,
where we
'cause I didn't
that's
agree
where
with
we at right now.
Yeah.
People throwing other people under the bus, backing up the bus, and going back again, dropping.
Mhm. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yes. Yes.
And I think just to add on to that, I think what are the ways? I got a question. What are the ways this presidential administration? What are their agendas? According to the agendas, how are they? Because I say they dividing us. I'm saying, how are they dividing us as a people?
You know what? You know how they dividing us. They're dividing us like on a large scale, right? They put this person against this person. You just say black people against maybe it's just say Spanish people, or white people, and Jews, and all that kind of stuff, right?
Okay.
This is how they divide us, right? And in the middle, right, is that 1% that's untouched by all that stuff. You understand?
I got what you're saying.
They're not touched by all that prejudice and all that stuff.
They're helping to
because
orchestrate
they
it.
know that that's how we want it. That's how we keep the poor. You understand what I'm saying? Don't teach them anything that's usable, so they could hold it against us. So, this is why the school systems is the way it is. And I still can't understand why it's all this autism so much now than it's ever been before. And it said that it had something to do with the environment. That's kind of scary to me.
Now they're blaming aspirin on it.
They blaming what?
Aspirin.
Yeah, they say Tylenol.
But what if the kid never took aspirin? The parents took aspirin?
You ain't hear the president talking about don't take Tylenol?
I really tried hard not to listen to the president.
The president, he was on there saying, don't take Tylenol. Don't take Tylenol.
Really?
Yeah. You telling you it's dangerous.
So he must have been mad.
Taking Tylenol.
He must have been mad at Tylenol, I guess. Huh?
No, what it is he listens to the QAnon people. He listens to the conspiracy theorists.
Yeah.
And he takes what they're saying as to be facts.
Yeah.
When it's really not facts.
Yeah. And there's no evidence of Tylenol being bad the way they say it is. There's no evidence of it. Because there's been studies
on the bottle that says cause liver
there's been studies. Yeah. But see, that's you can say that because it's on the bottle.
Yeah.
But you can't say it's dangerous to a point where you shouldn't take it because there's no proof of that. The proof is
you can't say it causes autism.
People been taking Tylenol as a pain reliever and for fever.
As long as
you can remember.
Yeah.
And they gonna try to say that's what causes autism or that's what's causing all this other stuff.
But he touched on something that's really important. And we need to pay attention to what he touched on. How we're being divided. One of the things he said was educationally. That's like the epitome of the game plan. Dumb down the people, keep them from knowing the truth, make them stupid.
Yeah, and this was killing me. Just to add to that, because you talk about dumbing down the people,
right?
Who he got over healthcare now?
Robert Kennedy,
right?
Right.
What do he know about? But all these conspiracies, he associated with all these conspiracy theories, and you put him in charge of health.
And what's up with him, man? I don't understand. I mean, brother, what did he go through to make him sound like that? He sounded like he's constantly being shaken.
He don't look healthy himself. He don't sound healthy himself.
I'm serious, man. I'm
serious, man. I'm talking about it.
I ain't gonna talk about it.
Have you heard him?
You heard him on? He be on TV.
I'm concerned.
And I'll be like, look, live talking.
Yeah.
When he came to Congress and got interviewed, because he was spreading a lot of stuff, man. And he taking money from the CDC. He took money from there. You got people who resigned and said, "I'm not going to be a part of this."
No, we have
another
mass
the little exodus, he knows,
right?
And the things that he's doing.
Remember the first administration, the mass exodus. We talked about that. Now we're witnessing the second mass exodus in Trump's administration.
Yeah.
And this time it's across the board. First he came in firing people. Now people are quitting.
Yeah.
He came in firing. Court said you can't do that.
Yeah.
Right. So he had to get people like, you know what? We out. They quitting. Like you just said. I don't know if they're having a crisis of conscience, like maybe you're talking about. People say, I don't want to be a part of this. Or maybe they just saying, like, you know what? This is when that song, Willie Nelson song, Take This Job and Shove It.
Yeah.
Maybe that's coming to pass right now with everybody in the administration.
Let me tell you something. A former employee of the DOC, one of the lawyers, he said he resigned because Pam Bondi, sent out a notification when she came in and said, you have to take up his lawyers. Now DOJ supposed to work for the people.
Right.
And she put his lawyers in there And he was like, I don't work for him.
Right.
He said, just off of that started him thinking and saying, look, I don't like the way this is going.
Yes, sir.
And
Get off the train now.
Now he resigned.
Yep.
And they interviewed him on MSNBC. I forget what show it was. It might have been the weekend or the weeknight, one of those. But it's crazy, man. It's crazy because this is how he's causing division. He putting people that's only going to listen to him. They got one mindset, work for the president. We work
That's
for
it.
Trump.
We work for Trump.
Regardless of what
Whatever he
division
says.
of government we're in, I'm working for him.
It
And
don't,
he want yes men around him.
it don't matter what he say, you have to agree with it.
Yep.
How crazy is that?
Yeah. And that's where the division come in at. Because you got people who in the government talking about, I don't want to be a part of that. So this one man rule, it's getting crazy. Not only that, but this past week, Jimmy Kimmel just came back. He got fired.
He got fired. He came back.
And he came back
Yeah.
just to spin into another segment.
We're talking about that, yeah.
What's going on?
It fits in.
Yep. He just came back. I love this monologue. He did something with Robert De Niro too. I love that monologue he did when he first came back. He's a caring man, but he's funny.
Right.
And he know the people and the fans. He got the most ratings in one day. Then he
The thing about it though is that he didn't say anything that really warranted him getting fired.
Nah, he didn't.
He didn't say anything. If you go back and listen to what he said about Charlie Kirk, he did not say not one thing that warranted getting fired. He didn't say one thing about that warranted getting suspended.
Nope.
If anything, all he did was tell the truth, and he got fired for telling.
Yeah, he told the truth.
That's all he did.
It was off that clip when Trump, he said, "Do this really look like a man who's mourning the death of Charlie Kirk?" They mentioned that somebody was they was asking the president questions, and they said it was about Charlie Kirk, and he said it was a tragedy. Then he started talking about the White House, new addition.
The Rose, what you call it? The Rose, the Rose Bowl.
Like, come on, man.
Building.
So that
the Rose Club.
Yeah, whatever it was.
But what it is, whatever station Jimmy Kimmel's on, obviously they
they were pressured by the government.
Yeah, and that's what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about with the media now.
Freedom of speech.
Now he's trying to take.
Thank you.
Exactly.
That's right.
What's that? The First Amendment?
Yeah, there's no more freedom of speech anymore.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's where the division is coming in, because we're not able to say the truth about anything. He just want to control what he puts out to the people.
They talked about that
now. That's what he's trying to do by buying and forcing people who's against them out and buying. And you got to be careful.
Pay attention. He running it down. Pay attention.
He's buying networks. He got powerful people who's buying networks to take them over.
What was the executive order that he signed?
They buying networks.
Yes, sir.
What was the executive order? Trump wrote something into executive order. He signed off on it. Does anybody know what that was about?
He did a lot of executive orders.
Well, I'm talking about the last.
The last one he just did was a death penalty, bringing the death penalty back.
Right, but did it have anything at all to do with this Charlie Kirk thing? Because I know now all of a sudden they're trying to be like, oh, you can say this, but you can't say that.
It kind of ties into it because he feels as though there should be stiffer penalties for people that commit murder. But at the same time, it really doesn't tie into the Charlie Kirk thing, because there's a faction in America that has been arguing for stronger penalties for crimes. And the death penalty, if we're not careful, crimes like just misdemeanor crimes will end up becoming death penalty crimes. So this is the slippery slope that we're on right now, because a lot of this is all based on interpretation, right? How do you see this incident happening? Like if somebody accidentally kills somebody, they didn't mean to do it, right? Should they get the death penalty for that? No. They didn't mean to kill them. It was an accident. What if they killed him in self-defense?
Yeah, I guess it should be,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You
gotta look
that's
at you gotta look at the
degrees,
case.
you know.
You got degrees of
Yeah,
murder.
yeah.
You got first degree, second degree, attempted murder, and all that type of stuff.
If we're not
Some of these
careful,
people don't really need to be on the planet with the rest
We'll-
of us.
we'll
It's-
end up
prisons are not
Let me
going
tell you
across the board.
totally bad
Yeah,
thing.
it's some
Some
sick
people
out
that said
there. Some people.
prison,
that-
some people got a
You
problem.
be like, oh, thank God that he's not out here with us, you know,
Yeah.
or she.
That's the problem, though. That's the slippery slope, because you gotta, those people you're talking about, a lot of those people have money.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And what Sean was talking about, buying stations, buying media stations to shape the narrative, to feed to the American public.
Yeah.
I'm very concerned about that.
Yeah, you better be. You
Yes.
better be.
Because they can tell us the sky is black and the sky is blue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you don't believe it because you've seen that the sky is blue with your own self, you can end up having your whole life snuffed out.
And it's
That's
I
dangerous.
start to understand why people just don't. That's another reason why people just don't listen to media. They don't listen to the news. I met people say, "Man, I don't even listen to the news no more." I was like,
Because
"Get
news
outta
is
here."
Uh,
is terrible.
But in a
I do
sense-
watch News 12 though.
Yeah, it is.
Because I do want to know what's
They
going
say
on
the
in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could see it, but I can't, because I gotta know what's going on and what to look out for. That's the way I look at the news. I'm like, this guy is going crazy, but at the same time, I know what to look out for.
Right.
Keep myself informed to what's going to happen here in this neighborhood, because in things that we need to know as far as governmental programs and whatever, because he making cuts. This big beautiful bill he signed, I don't think it's so beautiful, but this bill he just put in the law, and it probably won't take effect, but you take effect to next year, but you feeling the effects of it this year.
Yeah. You felt the effect of it immediately. Some people did anyway. And they said as soon as he signed it, it's going to add $3 trillion to the American deficit automatically.
Yeah.
Here's the thing that shocked me, though, that I found out.
Well, how many trillion is the deficit now?
We're at 37. No, we're at 38 now. 38 trillion dollars. And he added over $1 trillion in just 9 months without signing the bill. That is a problem.
Yeah. And not, man.
Because you're opening the door for all of the critics to ask the question. So the people are demanding the evidence. They're demanding we're demanding the receipts. You said you found $50 million here, you found $60 million here, you found $120 million here. Where is all of the money that you said you found from these, what do you say, the organizations that were corrupt? Where did you find it? They did. They never found that money. It's like I told my boy that's a Trump supporter. Every dollar of the United States government money is accounted for. Even if it's in some crooked politician's pocket, it's still accounted for.
Well, you know,
they know where it's at.
Now I don't know how true this is, but I read it. I looked it up and I read it. Like Google, and it said that you remember when, I think we already said this before too, though. You remember when those businesses failed and they took that money and gave the people money, what was it, like AIG, or was it that type of thing?
Right.
Anyway, they gave these people money, right? And they said that money was drug money.
Oh, okay.
You understand what I'm saying? And it was like millions of drug money.
Yeah.
Right. So think about that. When you think about the country that we're in today, is that they know where
the money's
drug
money.
That's kind of making your point, what you just said. You know what I'm saying? They know. But see, the problem is information, right? It's so hard for the average person to get good information these days, especially these days when we know that it's controlled by Trump and his people. We already know that. You know what I'm saying? But like, you have to like really, really, really be on it. You know what I'm saying? To like know what's really going on today.
Right.
Because if you're just a normal person, you're going to be fooled with all this information because you're going to think it's true.
Yeah.
It's got to be true. Google said it. It's got to be true. AI said it. It got to be true. Trump said it. But it's not true. You know what I'm saying? Because Google will lie and so will AI.
Well, that's
Yeah,
controlling.
that's-
That's controlling.
She was manipulating the algorithms and stuff like that. But
Oh,
with
yo, a
Trump,
lie is a lie, man.
with
Ain't no
Trump,
such
there's-
thing as a little lie.
there's no doubt Trump is gonna lie. There's no doubt he's gonna lie.
Been lying forever.
You know, and we all lie, right? We're not
Mhm.
supposed to. Sometimes we do it innocently. Sometimes we do it because we forget things.
Yeah.
We're human.
Mm-hmm.
We make errors. We make mistakes. But when you lie on a level that the
Never say I
president
don't lie.
of the United States lies,
Intentionally lie.
wow. I mean, that's purpose
Scary.
deception, right? Yes, very.
It is scary.
And then you got people backing up his lies in the media, feeding America those lies
That's where the
on
money's coming
purpose
from. What you gonna
every
do?
single day. Like you said with the drug money, they know where it's at, they know where it's coming from, and they know who brought it in.
Mhm.
And that former president of Colombia at the UN speech, he talked on that.
I was getting ready to
He
say
talked on
this
that.
is a fine time to mention that one.
He
Mhm.
talked on that
Yeah,
right there. He
Because
talks
like
about it.
it's just the fact that like nobody has a poppy field in America. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Now, where do these guys that are in the city making all this money off the people, where they getting these drugs from? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Which
where
is-
are they getting it
The
from?
new drug
You know
now
what
is
I'm saying?
fentanyl, right?
It's
Yeah,
fentanyl was
fentanyl.
made by I looked it up. It was made by a company from out of America. I
Mhm.
believe it was a company from out of America. If I'm mistaken, you know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna correct me, I'm sure, but I believe it was from America. I don't remember which one, but one of the pharmaceutical commercials. I mean,
But
you
we
know,
kept getting hit with,
organization.
oh yeah, it's coming from out of the country. It's coming from China.
Well, how they getting it over there?
No, think about it. We had this discussion before. And the discussion went like this. If it's coming from out of America, 90% of it is coming from out of America. I asked the question, remember? Well, where's the other 10% coming from? Right here in America. So what happens when you stop the 90% from coming in? What's going to happen is those that's engaged right now and making that 10%, they're going to now have 100%. You see what I'm saying? You see?
You kind of lost me a little bit.
Okay.
Mhm.
90% of they were telling Americans
Mhm.
that 90% of fentanyl was coming from other countries
Oh, is that right?
into
Okay.
America.
Okay, nah, I never
And I asked the question, well, what happened to the other 10%? Where is that coming from? It was coming from being made right here in America. So now you and I, we both know if you stop the flow from the other 90% of coming into this country, what the people who are manufacturing the 10% going to do? They're going to just up because it's a money maker,
Mm.
right? They're going
You
to
say
take
they're
over.
gonna make more.
They're going to
You
make.
keep it going.
They're going to
Yeah,
make more because that's the money.
Mhm.
That's the money. They're going to raise it up to 100%. They're going to make the money. They're going to take over the product.
Hmm.
Ain't that what drug wars is all about? Taking over the product.
Yeah, but when you talking about on like kind of a small scale, when you're talking about people from the hood and stuff like that, yes,
That's
they
small
make a lot
scale.
of money. They
Yes.
make a lot of money,
That's small.
but they don't control anything.
No, they
You know what I'm
don't.
saying? And you said the people that control it have blonde hair and blue eyes. You
Nah,
said
I said that my man from Colombia at the UN speech said that.
right. I'm close.
Right.
I'm quoting you that you said that.
That I
But
said
you gonna
that.
say that
That's-
you didn't say
I
that.
said
You
that. So I was only repeating what he said.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
like I
but we know
said,
that that's a fact now.
for those of you who
can't act
did
like that's
not
not
watch
right.
the UN speech, please go watch the UN speech because they had various representatives from various countries come up and they spoke. And I'm gonna tell you, this time at this UN speech, I love America. I really do. Been to a lot of other countries, and there's nothing like the freedom we have here in America.
Mhm.
But you got to watch that UN speech because this was I've never seen America put on blast like these countries put America on
No,
blast.
they have been a lot.
They put
Happens a lot.
America on massive blast.
But it happens a lot.
I'm talking about
Deservedly
nations from
so.
Africa
Mm.
and Israel too. They put Israel on blast because of what Netanyahu was doing over there.
Mhm.
Yeah, deservedly so. Because
That's the story
right
for
now,
another time.
that's another part of the division because we're known as the world power, right? United
Supposedly
States.
that we know of, yeah.
We
Right.
were once a
once.
great world power.
Yeah,
Now we are
once.
mocking
yeah. Now we're getting
ridiculed
mocked and really right, like he
world
said,
power.
mocked and ridiculed because of this president. That's another reason why, because he want to get away from NATO, right?
He wants to get away from NATO
Yeah,
He wants to pull us out of NATO.
he want to put us out of NATO.
and put us in what?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Just a sovereign
Yeah.
country.
Nothing
Yeah,
at all.
'cause
No,
you know-
no affiliation with any other.
Like
nation.
what's that? What they got a
But that's
thing like
that's
that with
the-
a
that's why he
Switzerland?
buddies with
Like
Oh, like
Switzerland.
Switzerland?
Switzerland's like that, right?
I don't
Ain't
know.
Switzerland like that? They're not down with
Russia
I had to
is
look
like
that up.
And maybe
Russia don't
France.
want
Oh, you
NATO.
mean neutral nation?
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean,
But my thing
I don't
is-
see anything wrong with being a neutral nation as long as you ain't gonna pick fights with the people that.
But my thing is,
He
my
is.
Because
thing
people are not gonna entertain Trump for too long.
But history
You know,
tells the
when he-
history
you know,
of us having
Yeah.
allies
I don't
and
know, man.
partnerships.
Mhm.
I
goes
would
back
think.
to
I would
World
hope
War
not.
One.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We got allies that we teamed up with. that
Going
look
all the
for
way
us.
back to the Revolutionary War.
Revolutionary War.
Yeah,
So
it was
I'm
the
just saying,
Revolutionary
yeah,
War.
because France, England, we all got allies that look to us as a power and confide in us to keep peace and
Mhm.
keep things arranged. But if you pull out of that, guess what happens? What happened to them? One of them got to step up eventually and say,
Yeah.
all right, we're the new world power.
Or they got to
And then
come
there was a-
together
Yeah.
and help protect each other. And then if we, God forbid, ever get into trouble
Yeah.
where we need their assistance,
Yeah. Exactly.
how fast do you think they're gonna be ready to come assist us?
Exactly.
They might have second
Because
thoughts.
we left them by the wayside.
See, it's this is why I love the Lord, man, because it's all about the long game. It ain't about the short game. Yeah, everybody can have a short game. Your short game could be tight.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? What you want to accomplish this week, you want to accomplish this month. You want to from now to the end of the year, you want to do this. You could be on point. But what you gonna do when January comes?
Mhm.
Follow me?
Mhm.
What you gonna do to follow? What's your follow up? Now, me, I got great ideas. Everybody tell me, you got great ideas. Put these things down on paper, but my follow through is straight trash. I got
yeah. Remember that thing we was trying to do? Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I got to work so
I
I can
got
go
history with that.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I'm still working on that, right? Now, this is what I love because I know what I need to do. I know what I need to fix, right?
Mhm.
We as a nation have got to get to the point where we can be that honest about where we are.
Mhm.
We have a lot of problems, as you was talking about. We have a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Education should be number one. Fix that.
But they
Fix
don't wanna
that,
fix
number-
that.
but they don't
How-
want
how
to.
they
Because
how they
that's
keep
how
us
they-
dumb with
That's
good
that's how you
education.
control the masses.
Right.
Yeah.
Stop
They-
spreading
they on the
misinformation. Now,
table.
Trump passed a law that made it difficult to spread misinformation, supposedly,
Mhm.
right? And I applaud that.
Mhm.
I applaud that. But see, his intentions for doing it was because in his mind, he think that the only people spreading misinformation are those who are on the left.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But the beauty of being in Christ and understanding the way that God shows us how man works is that's not true. The people on the left on the left aren't the only ones that spreading misinformation, if they are at all.
Right.
You get more truth from that side than you are from the right now.
Mhm.
The right is trying to justify the hypocrisy that they walk in.
Mhm.
So they're purposely spreading misinformation. It's the president that's listening to conspiracy theories. Now we all know not all conspiracy theories are true.
Right.
Ain't all lies either.
You know what I'm saying? But we know they're not all true.
True.
And that's the focus.
Mhm.
The focus is giving the people the truth. Follow me?
Not
It's the truth that is the core
Conspiracy.
seed that's going to spread everything and destroy the lies.
yeah.
So-
I hate to sound cliche, but you remember that guy, Tom Cruise or whatever in that movie? He said you can't handle the truth.
Oh yeah.
Who was
yeah.
that? Said, one of
Yeah,
them
yeah.
Jack.
That
one of them
Jack
guys.
Nicholson, yeah.
And I think it might be. I think that might be true today. Also,
A lot of people can't
You know what
handle the
I'm
truth.
saying?
Yeah. But I always say this about the
when
truth.
you know the truth, it hurts you.
That's what I'm
you
about
know,
to say.
yeah,
The truth hurts,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
the truth is not going to change for you. You have to change for the truth.
that's a fact.
So we got to look at this honestly. There's people who you ask them, is the president a liar? They can't answer the question. They shut down.
Ask Google like you
They
did.
don't want to answer the question
Right.
because they know the answer, but
They know
don't
the
wanna
answer, but they don't answer the question.
Put it. Listen. Ask Google. Does the president lie?
Let's ask Google.
No, you already did it. We don't have
I'm
to
gonna
prove
do it on. Do it
I'm
again.
just telling them to ask.
Yeah.
Does the president
Go ahead,
Donald
Shorty,
Trump
too
lie?
quiet.
No, I'm good. I want to see this.
It was like
Yeah.
he was just thumbing through it like it was a whole lot of lies. It
Why
wasn't
does
like
Donald
two-
Trump tell such blatant lies?
Yeah, blatant.
Yeah, well, I know when
That's
he
a
said
great
groceries.
word.
He said the prices of groceries. Are
Let's
down.
go to AI.
You know, that's like What you think? I haven't gone to the grocery
Grocery
lately.
store.
They
Mr.
don't even,
Trump?
they don't,
You
they
know?
don't, they don't,
No,
even
it's
give
not.
you, they don't even give you a yes or no answer. They just start coming up with the lies that he's told.
Through what, AI?
Yeah, this is AI going deeper with
Well,
AI.
AI lies too. Though, so.
Yeah. This is false or misleading statements by Donald Trump. Fact check 10 debunked lies Donald Trump has repeated. So it's letting you know, you be the judge. I'm going to give you the information.
Yeah,
I'm not going to answer your question. I want
Basically.
you to judge for yourself.
Right.
Basically, that's what AI is doing. He said, you know what? I ain't gonna give you a straight, blunt answer,
Mhm.
but I send you the proof of
There you
what
go.
he did.
And when you get the proof, can you take that proof and properly discern it? That's the question now.
Yeah.
When you get the truth and you have the proof, can you properly discern it and apply it to your life?
And like we said, truth hurts, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you gotta get through that hurt
Yeah, man.
and take on the truth.
But let me say, everybody can't accept the truth.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you might hear something and it might ring, like it may have some truth to it,
Mhm.
but you may never accept it, right?
Mhm.
But if you don't accept the truth, it's still the truth. It's no matter if you take away from it, add to it, it's still the truth. The truth is the
Exactly.
truth.
The truth
But
is
you
the
have to accept
The
the
truth.
facts.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
How else you gonna
anybody
hear?
else,
How else you gonna hear?
right.
I hear you.
The
I hear
whole
you.
problem ain't just hearing it. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Hearing it may happen here and there,
Mhm.
but accepting it, that's when it's time to move on. You
Right,
understand
right.
what I'm saying?
Right. Once you
That-
accept it,
yeah.
now you gotta.
Yeah, because you know how many people probably all they follow is like maybe the news or stations like CNN,
Mhm.
all of those type of things. That's where they get their
Information
information
from.
Period.
Mhm.
In today's
Period.
society, the majority of younger people, younger than us three, get their news from the internet.
Right.
They don't really watch like CNN,
Right.
MSNBC,
Yeah.
Fox News.
How true is the information that they get?
That's the question.
Is it real facts?
That's the
Because
question.
A lot of what's going on out here in America right now is because everybody's lying right now. Nobody wants to accept the truth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but it's been like this for a long time. It's not like it's just started happening. I mean,
Yeah.
it's been like this.
Yeah, it's been like
Yeah.
that, but it's gotten worse. We're at a level now. I don't know if you'll agree with this, but I think we're at a level now where we're lying in a manner that's unprecedented in history.
Mhm.
I don't think in my lifetime I've never seen. We've had people that lied,
Mhm.
but in my lifetime I've never seen leadership over the nation
Lie like this.
lie like this.
Yeah.
I've never seen a news
Have to.
organization
Mhm.
lie like I'm seeing news organizations like Fox News.
Mhm.
It's like they backing everything.
Bro, it's-
Lie.
it's- it's
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, well,
Did you
it's
see
not
bad?
gonna bite the hand that feeds you. You know what
I
I'm saying?
get you
Why
on
they
that, I
gonna
hear you.
How are you gonna bite Trump's? You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
That's where the money coming from. Come
But
on.
would you say that about
gonna
your
say that.
lifetime? In your lifetime, have you Walter Cronkite and all the other news agents
man, they
that you
flipping
news
over their
reporters,
brain
and all
right
the
now.
television stations you watch, all the presidencies you lived through? Have you ever heard in your lifetime the lies on the magnificent level that we're hearing today?
Okay, let me answer that with this.
Right.
When I was coming up, there was a program called Like It Is.
Like it
Right.
is. I remember
I
that.
believe the brother name was Gil Noble.
Yeah. The black brother.
Yes. Now, I got a lot of information from that show, but that
Right.
show was on one day a week.
Right,
It was
right.
Saturday maybe. It was on like one day a week. I remember that.
I remember the
tuned into
show.
it,
I remember
right?
the show.
And he had a lot of truth. As a matter of fact, peace to Joanne Chesimard, Asada Shakur, because he went to Cuba
Mhm.
and interviewed her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Asada Shakur, you talking about? Yeah.
Asada Shakur.
She
Yeah.
just passed. Not long ago.
Yeah, that's what I just said. Peace out
Yeah,
to her.
yeah.
Yeah. But and other than that, like any other news that I could say I ever like listened to like faithfully and trusted it, nah, not really.
Mm.
You know, not really, because a lot of the stuff that they teach us in America, if you believe it or not, the people that they're letting come over here, they know that too.
They know that.
Like
Too.
they know that.
They know
and-
more than we do
and they
about our
try-
own history.
And they try to argue
Yeah.
with me about the facts of the actual truth, because what they taught them was lies, just like what they taught us, and they don't believe me. You know how hard it is to accept that everything that you were taught was a lie, especially if you don't want it told by me. You know what I'm saying? Like, how would he know? You know what I'm saying? He's just a little black guy. How would he know the truth? Because I've been researching this since 1992. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of that has
that I'm saying is true.
to do with paying attention too. Can you pay attention? Have you been paying attention? Remember that movie Plane, Trains, and Automobiles?
I heard it.
You never saw that.
I think I've never seen it, but I know you're talking about
Brother.
like Steve Martin or something like that.
What's wrong with this, brother?
Yeah.
All right, look. In that movie, we're talking about paying attention and knowing the truth, right? This is going to tie into that. Watch. The truck driver was driving. The truck driver was driving. Remember the scene. Now, Steve Martin, he sleeps.
Steve Martin,
he's sleeping, right? And John Candy, he's driving, right? He's on the wrong side of the road, right? And the truck driver is trying to tell him you're going the wrong way, right? I think the truck driver and his wife saying you're going the wrong way, and he's like, "What? You're going the wrong way?" And Steve Martin, when he wakes up, he's like, "What's going on? What's happening?" He's like, "Oh, there's a couple over there trying to tell us we're going the wrong way." He said, "What? We're going the wrong way? What are you talking about?" He said, they've been drinking. How do they know where we go?" It's about paying attention. You follow me?
Yeah.
It's about paying attention. They were going the wrong way because they're on the wrong side of the highway.
Yeah.
They're thinking we're going in the wrong way because how would they know where we're going? No, they're telling you, dummy, you're on the wrong side of the road. Paying attention.
That was the best. I love that. I love that. I love it. Because normally your stories, going away, and I'll be like trying to what is he saying?
Yeah, and that's where we are with the truth.
That was a great analogy.
That's understanding too.
Yeah.
Basically understanding.
He got that. He's popping today.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
He's
You hear this back? You hear this back?
Yeah. He's speaking. I don't know you ate your Wheaties or whatever, man, but you on.
No, I gotta eat. But the point that I want to bring out is that when we were coming up, we would focus on a lot of things. Sports mostly, right? In sports, we didn't hear the games was rigged like we're hearing it today. We didn't hear all that. Every time we turn around, football's rigged, basketball's rigged, baseball's rigged, boxing's rigged. Come on, man. Now politics. Oh, the election's rigged. Come on, man. We weren't hearing all this stuff before. Something is wrong. And a lot of it is our education because of the information that we're being fed. And people in America are lazy. They don't want to read. We got a lot of people that are lazy.
Believing, though.
And we know we're lazy because when we were coming up, we saw the onset from our parents' generation, right? How you going to call somebody from outside to come inside the house to change the channel when you right in front of the TV?
Oh, now that has happened.
Yeah,
that will happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that happens.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
And so where are we at in this generation? We have remote controls.
This guy's on today.
Right? We have remote controls. Right? Remote. What happens when we can't find a remote control?
Get mad.
That channel stays right where it's at.
You get upset. I start tearing stuff up. I thought playing was like, where the remote? I start throwing pillows, everything. Especially I'm in the living room. I move the coffee table. I look up under the sofa.
Yeah, and I heard somebody say this. One of my coworkers said this. One of my coworkers said that technology, and I take my hat off to him. He said technology is making us lazy.
Yeah. Man, just look. You lose your phone, see what happens. You go crazy.
Oh my goodness.
What?
Man, I left my phone one time in ShopRite, right? Oh my, because it had, the thing that had a little pouch. You put your credit cards and stuff, license and stuff in it too. It was like that. So it was like everything. So if I lost that phone, I wouldn't have anything.
You wouldn't have anything. Right.
I got no license, no credit card.
Your phone,
I don't know nobody's number by heart anymore.
How
many people's numbers do you guys know by heart?
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. None. No, actually, I know numbers, but here's problem.
I know my number by heart.
I know numbers by heart,
That's
but
it.
the numbers that I know by heart are
Ain't the numbers anymore, probably. It was a landline. Probably.
half of them are not even in operation anymore.
It was a landline. Some people do still have
It's a
landlines.
landline.
though.
Yes.
I just
landlines.
I told my wife last night. I still remember my boy's number from high school.
Mm.
It was the same number through since we was
Yeah.
in elementary school together,
Yeah.
all the way out of high school. I swear to goodness, they never changed that number.
Mhm.
And I still remember the number. And then my wife's like, "Dang!" I was like, "Yeah," but I can't remember no numbers now. But the funny thing is, I cannot remember. I don't know my wife's number.
You don't know your wife's number?
Nope. I just put.
I know my wife's
I
number
have
by
to
heart.
know
remember
I
my
know that.
son
I don't
Robert's
know.
number because we live
I
together.
don't know my
Yeah.
daughter or my son. I gotta look their name up and push the button.
It's true though. I hate to say it, but it's true.
Ain't gonna lie.
Amen, bro.
The only number I knew my grandmother's home phone number. I cell number I didn't know, but that was it. My mom's number I don't know it by heart. I
We
look
have
for
got
name.
to do better.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, but this technology got us lazy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I remember this time you had to, if you was going to school, you better know your phone number, your address,
Mhm.
even your social security number. My mother made me know my social security number by the time I was out of elementary school.
You need to know your social security
Yeah.
number.
What you guys saying is kind of scary. You're saying that the more technology we get, the dumber we get.
Yeah,
Is that what y'all saying?
that's what it
Uh-huh.
Back
seems
in the
like.
day, you used to
The
remember
evidence-
numbers. Now you don't have to, so you don't.
The evidence
I
point
guess
to
pretty
that.
much.
So
I guess.
we becoming some really lazy.
We are becoming really
Ignorant.
lazy.
The
people.
And that's a
evidence-
fear that people have that technology will eventually, because AI will eventually take over and replace them.
Mhm.
And in certain places, AI has caused people their jobs. They have
Yes.
lost their jobs because of
Yeah.
AI.
Yep.
And thank God some people have jobs that are manual labor,
Mhm.
which AI cannot do
Right. Yeah.
Mhm. Yep.
yet.
Right.
Yeah. But the
Yeah,
future
yeah.
is still we're still moving forward toward the future, and we
But
don't
you
know
know,
what
the
it
weird
holds.
thing is, the weird thing is, it's okay. If the pyramids were built
Right.
25,000 years ago,
Mhm.
right?
Okay.
They obviously had some technology that we don't know about yet, right? So what are we going backwards and getting dumber and dumber instead of getting smarter and smarter?
We're supposed to be getting smarter and smarter.
Yeah, but technology built the pyramids somehow. We don't know how it happened, but somehow they put it up.
They
Like
they
it was-
they
I
were
think they
innovative.
We don't
Yeah, they were
have
innovative.
They were
anything
innovative.
in our technology today that could produce a pyramid like those people did.
We do.
No, we don't. No,
We-
we don't.
yeah,
Because
we
they
do.
tried it. They gave it to they gave money to the Japanese to
Mhm.
try to see if they could do it. Right? They couldn't do it. They could not do it. I don't know about the Sphinx, but I know they could not be. They could not.
Here's why I say we can do it.
You're
Because
dreaming.
how do you think they're building these
Buildings,
monumental bridges?
Mhm.
Yeah.
How do you think they're building these skyscrapers? We have the machinery that will be able to put
Mhm.
together
Mhm.
now. The question is, will they be able to make it to the top? How many machines would it take to build the pyramid? We don't know the technology that went into the pyramid. I don't
They
know.
can't figure it out.
But I
There's
do
no
know
water.
we-
They're just things sitting on top of each other.
I believe we
And
have the machinery that can match that.
Legos.
He said Legos. Lego. I think we can do it.
Technology.
But
I
again,
don't know, man. I don't know. It
We-
seems like it just seems like it's going backwards to me. It's like we used to be smarter than we are now.
Yeah.
You know, that's what it feels like.
and I think that's a crime.
Yeah,
I
because
think
we
that's
should
the
be
problem.
smarter now that we have everything, but it's just
I
making us
think
dumber and
I
lazy,
don't know
like
if
you
is it a difference between lazy and smart, because I think we're more lazy now.
said. You got lazy intellectuals.
Well, I
I would
think-
say.
But what I'm
That's true. That is true.
But what I'm saying, is I don't think we're losing the smartness, because how we creating all these things to make us lazy. You know what I'm saying? These
Yeah.
inventions that we
a
have.
lot of them inventions were invented by black people.
Because
believe it or not.
let's take Atari for instance.
Okay.
Let's go there. We gonna go technology. You remember the first Atari system?
Yeah,
Yeah.
with the two
Did the boop,
beep and the two things
Boop.
you hit it back and
Hit
forth.
it
That's
back
how
and
you-
forth? What's the game system now?
Oh man, it's
That's
fantastic.
what I'm saying.
Come on,
The-
compared to that,
The people look lifelike. now.
yo, fact,
So
fact.
in that part of technology, we got to be getting smarter.
And even
You
with
know
the
what I'm
Atari, man, we were
Well-
innovative, man, because that noise you talking about, that boop, 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 boop. All right, even with that, man, they took that sound and put it in the music. They put it in the song. I'm like, bro, we some bad people. But again, your point is excellent because of how video games started out
Yeah.
and how they look today
Yeah.
and what they're trying to get to tomorrow.
Yeah. Now you talking about virtual stuff. They putting the shields on it.
Yeah, I see those
I did that
videos.
one time.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was like,
It's crazy.
yeah, I had to take it off. I took the thing off because I had a gun in my hand. I picked up the gun and I shot a guy and he started bleeding. I was like,
Yeah.
I was like,
I'm
nah,
trying to
this
get-
is too real.
They get like
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
virtual
I mean-
reality now. It's,
But-
it's crazy.
But you know what the crazy thing is, right? Like, I've been trying to figure out, like, how do all these people who have guns get guns? Most of them are not like legal
Registered,
guns,
right.
Yeah, they're not
So
registered.
where? I mean, you think of some black guy somewhere selling a whole bunch of black guys guns?
No.
You know? No, I'm just asking.
No,
It's not-
there's
it's
the
I
black
think-
market.
Yeah, there's the black market.
It's called
but-
gun trafficking, right? Because
What
that's
is
what
it-
they do.
what is
Like,
it, black people.
it's black people, white people, Hispanic people,
Man,
Chinese
yeah.
people. Doesn't
It's
matter
all
what.
different
It's
types
all
of
different
people.
ethnic groups that's doing it.
Yeah.
You know,
But what
they're,
I'm
they're
saying
just
is-
bad people. It's all about the money for them. They don't care what you use it for.
Yeah.
Right.
But they lie. They lie to
like for you
themselves.
use them to commit crimes so you can go to the prisons that they probably got stuck
But
in.
see, in certain states, you ain't even have to get a background check to buy a gun. You can walk
Yeah.
up into any
Yeah.
grocery store and be like, "Yeah, let me get
Matter
that
of fact-
9mm."
I
This
think
is
and-
what
and-
I'm talking about. Is in most of them
me
states,
say
in
something.
southern
Kmart,
states,
you
yeah,
could do that in Kmart.
yeah, man.
I might be wrong
In
about
southern
this,
states,
but I
you could
think
do that. They used to give auctions like.
Walmart
Go
sells
gun
guns.
shows. You know how they give stuff in the Jacob Jive at the car show and
Mhm,
everything?
mhm.
Yep.
Down
Oh
south,
yeah.
they give gun shows
Mhm, mhm.
and then show you all these weapons and be like, yeah, you can
That's
buy
right.
that
You can buy
here.
them.
You can
Right
buy
there,
right
yeah.
there and there.
Yeah. And
So-
Walmart sells weapons in some Walmart, so you can go in there and buy weapons.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we used to do
I used to be
Kmart,
like
used
that
do it
Kmart, yes.
back in the
Did
day.
this
I don't know
Walmart
if they
over
had
here have
handguns.
that?
though.
Nah, not Jersey.
Okay.
You got to go south.
Oh, okay.
If you once you go south, yeah, because I remember I wanted a BB gun,
Sky's the
a
limit.
real pellet gun, like a real.
You can't have no BB gun. You put your eye out.
Or somebody else out there.
I
You-
wanted one, man.
you
I had the
remember that.
pump action. Yeah, I had a pump action, and then when I was in Maryland with Kmart and bought one. No questions asked. And I got
Wow.
I had a whole bunch of them.
You still got it?
Nah, I ain't got no more.
What you have? Squirrels in the ceiling? Squirrels in the attic?
I
or
just
something?
did it for recreation. I go out, shoot
You wanna
targets,
kill those
poop,
squirrels?
poop.
Sure, all right.
make sure to get my game up. Just
I
in
had
case.
squirrels in the attic.
Nah,
one
he
time,
asked you,
man.
was you
I
out
thought,
there
where's
shooting
my
at
BB gun
squirrels?
at?
Nah,
Well,
I
you-
ain't shoot no squirrels.
Pigeons?
I know what I did shoot.
What?
Unwanted dogs that was in my yard.
Oh,
like
my
that
God.
boot.
Serial killer over here, man.
Nah, I ain't kill him. I just hit him in the butt. I ain't kill him.
Listen,
What's the guy? What's
Yeah,
the guy
that's
name?
a
With the
good
dog
thing.
was talking to him, the son of Sam. This
Oh,
guy done
good
it.
thing
The
about-
black son of Sam over
The
there.
good thing about pellet guns, he wasn't.
You
He
don't
couldn't
kill
kill
the
him.
black
Kill him.
son
So you scared of those, one of them little road dogs coming in trying to help my dog. I'm like, get out of here. Pat.
Yeah. That means for some mutton. Your dog is sure. Yeah.
I think we all have as we're women. And I think that we were raised in an era where that was kind of like normal thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Because as a kid, I had the magnifying glass.
Mm-hmm.
And what did I do with that
You
magnifying
Kill the
burn,
ants.
you
Kill
kill
the
the
ants,
ants,
like
burn them up.
Do people even know what a magnifying glass is anymore? I haven't seen a magnifying glass in a long time.
They still make them though.
Yeah, they do. They
Mm.
still make them.
They
You
still
can
make
get them in CVS.
But see,
Yeah,
we
okay.
were outside. Everything you're talking about and what we're talking about right now deals with being outside.
Yeah. Red light,
Further
green
proof
light.
that we're getting lazy because these kids today don't
Just
want to
be
go
outside.
outside.
I used to take ants
Yeah.
and put them face to face. And then all of a sudden they start fighting. I'm like, oh yeah,
Oh,
show
yeah.
that. I got my money on the big one.
You learned a lot about him today. So.
I used to throw ants and spider webs.
Did you do
Just,
cockfighting too? Or
Yeah.
did you give that to? Okay. Just
I
ants.
ain't do that. I ain't
Oh,
do that.
yeah.
Sad.
Just is. I tell you, man,
Not quite son of Sam.
But see, we're in a different era now. We're in a different age. And like I said, when we was going through all that as kids and children coming up, we were kind of protected. We was kind of shielded because we didn't really know about the politics of things.
Mhm.
While our
That's
parents
true.
was out there marching, our parents was out there
Yeah,
protesting.
that's true. That's
And
true.
now we're in a position where we have to be the ones that shield the next generation.
Mhm.
But our job is to tell them the truth.
Yeah.
Which you really
Pre-
can't. Because
prepare-
if the algorithm say something else, they're gonna listen to the phone.
Prepare them to accept it. Give them the instruments necessary
Mhm.
to be able to check the facts for themselves.
Yeah.
So if this thing does mislead them, now they got the paper trails
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
says, okay,
And
because what they're
basically the
trying to do,
history-
they're trying
the
to take
history
a lot
too.
of information
Yeah.
away. Like
Yeah.
this administration just said they wanted
And
to,
give bad information. That's the major thing.
they want to take away
give
information
bad
and give bad
Yeah.
information.
Yeah.
And that's the problem with America.
Yeah.
You let people move
Let it
in
do.
that direction and you don't check them, they're going to continue to move and they're going to just spread out.
Mhm.
You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah, because they kind of control.
That's not what God intends for us to do.
no.
How the Lord going to tell us to be holy?
Yeah.
And part of being holy is being able to tell the truth, accept the truth, and live that truth.
It live the truth. That's
And he didn't say it was going to be easy,
no.
Right?
Because
because you find out something truthful about yourself that you didn't know, you got to reconcile that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you gotta do something about it. Once you know it, you gotta do something about it.
You
That's
know?
a fact.
Now America has a
You might not
race.
be able to say it all at one time. You gotta do
Yeah.
one thing at a time.
And look, it
Because
ain't gonna
I'm
happen
like
overnight.
America. I got a lot of stuff going on too. You know?
Yeah, we all do. I'm just saying, it ain't gonna happen overnight.
No.
It's not gonna
No,
happen
it's not.
overnight.
Well, that's why you
It-
get
it
your
took
whole
a-
life
it-
to do it. You know
It
what
took
I'm
a
saying?
minute for you to get like that. So
Yeah.
you think it's gonna happen in an overnight?
Right.
Nah.
Yeah.
So-
That's the reason why I really, even when I'm not on here, I watch you guys because y'all give a lot of good information.
Oh, thank you, my brother.
You know what I'm saying? I'm
Thank you.
sincere
Appreciate
with
it.
that.
Yeah.
You know, y'all brothers be
Appreciate
a lot. Sometimes at first I was watching you, I was like, yo, these guys is goofy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that laugh right there. is funny.
Yeah, we
But
goofy.
then I kept listening to you guys. I'm like, yo, you know what? These
Yeah.
guys put out a lot of good information.
Thank
I
you,
really
brother.
got to say,
Thank
you brothers
you,
put
thank
out a lot of good information.
Appreciate that, man. Thank you.
It was a
Yeah.
pleasure.
Thank you.
Well, I still got some more days. I think
You got some more days.
We got some more
And-
days.
and-
We got
and-
some more days.
That's the issue here with America as well. Like we all just said, we have things that we got to work on,
Mhm.
and we found out that about ourselves. Even as we age, we still find
For
out
sure.
Oh yeah.
because
You
you
got your whole
know,
life to figure you out yourself.
yes,
out.
exactly. America, the clock is not running out on America. We're not just going to wake up into next week and we're going to all be in the underwater in the ocean. That's not going to happen,
Right.
right? So why not try to start eliminating some of the issues that we have in society now?
Mm-hmm.
First, let's start with being honest about the information we're receiving.
It's the
Right.
hardest thing to do.
I mean, because
For
this
some people.
administration said they had the Epstein files. Everybody heard them say it,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then the next thing you know, we woke up one morning, they said that those files don't exist. There's no such thing as what?
Mm-hmm.
And now today, there's still people demanding the Epstein file, and that thing ain't going away. They're still demanding the Epstein file. I just saw the committee that they had a committee not long ago, and Senator Cornyn, he put a bill forth based on Senator Booker's bill, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cory Booker.
Right.
Cory Booker wants to have the Epstein files released
Right.
to the American public.
Yep.
So Senator Cornyn, he said, well, we're going to strike down that amendment, and we're going to focus on voting for this bill that's going to make it tougher for people to sell opioids or use opioids, whatever, in this country. It's an opioid bill, anti-opioid bill, something like that.
Mhm.
And so they had to vote on that. And
There's
so
a
Booker
problem.
was like, no, I'm not signing off on that because you're basically trying to eliminate what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Now he said, I'm not taking away what your case is. Your case and your cause is powerful, and I agree with it, but so is mine.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the problem. Senator Cornyn, they voted against Booker's, but they voted for Cornyn's. It won 12-2, 12-10, something like that. The problem is Senator Cornyn can't see what Senator Booker is saying because the two are tied together.
Mm-hmm.
The Epstein files, those young girls, they were 14, 16, 17 years old, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
They all testified well, not all of them, but some of them even testified that there was drugs being used.
Yeah.
Who's to say that those drugs weren't opioids?
Mhm.
You follow what I'm saying?
Probably was too,
It could have been.
because
It's not like opioids just came into this country like, last month.
yeah.
How do you
It's
get an
always been-
opioid
It's been a
crisis?
problem for a long time.
Yes.
Yeah, it's been a problem for a long time.
Matter of fact,
Long
Dude,
time.
they go back to the Wild West.
Yeah.
right. I was just thinking about that.
Go back to the Wild
I was
West.
just thinking about that.
Yeah, they
But
used
yeah,
to
that's
do
what
that.
happened. I just saw that recently and I was like, wow, that was very interesting.
But yeah, we coming down to the end. So, but I just want to put out there also
Yeah, we
to
definitely
look
coming
out
down
for
to it.
people to look out for this upcoming. I think we only got like 3 days for a government shutdown.
Mm.
A lot of people don't know
Yeah.
that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What I'm saying, you got
You-
3 days.
They're
until they
blaming the
vote.
left for that, but it's not the left's fault, man.
Right. They trying to blame the left. You got it. They trying to bring the Democrats.
So what's really
up.
happening with that?
My thing is the left is trying to come to the table to talk about the deductions for Medicaid and Medicare
Okay.
for the people.
I thought I heard that. Yeah.
And the right, which is the Republicans, they don't even want to sit down. They don't. Nope.
Yeah, Trump don't want to
Trump
meet
don't
with
entertain that at all.
Trump don't want to meet with any
don't even wanna come
the
sit down
Democrats.
with what's the
And he's
head of the House of Representatives,
Jeffries.
Jeffries.
Yeah, he don't want to
But
sit down with
Jeffries
any
said,
Democrat.
I'm ready to sit down and talk about this,
Mhm.
but Trump don't want to sit down.
And on that note,
Not very surprised.
this was crazy because when Charlie Kirk got killed, they was asking about what about the Minnesota representatives that got killed,
Yeah,
Mhm.
and how come you didn't fly the flag at half
that's
mast?
right. Yep. And
For
they
them.
was government people.
Mhm.
Kirk was not.
Was
Right,
not
right,
go-
right. He was
exactly
just
just a regular
Trump
dude,
lover.
right?
Yeah.
And so Trump said, well, the governor of Minnesota never called him. But prior to that, Trump had made another interview. Prior to that happening, Trump made an interview. He said it wouldn't have been any use in me sitting down with him to talk to him.
Mm.
So how you're saying it wouldn't have been any use in you talking to him about the killing. Now you're saying he never called you. You see, this is the problem that Americans are faced with. This is the problem, man.
It is. It is.
This
a
is the
big
problem. How
It's
you
a
gonna
big
say
problem.
one thing and then turn around and try to act like it was that guy's fault when
Mhm.
you follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he's saying they're trying to blame the left because the left, like you talking about, they said, listen, we just want to make sure the American people have Medicare and Medicaid.
Mhm.
And the Republicans like, nah, we don't want to sit down and talk to these guys about that.
Yeah.
We want y'all to do what we want y'all to do to keep the country running. And that's the problem with America.
That's it. That's the
They
problem.
don't know what unity is.
Yep.
And they
And
don't
nobody's-
know what unity does.
This was killing me. Our leader, president, is supposed to bring Congress together,
Mhm.
Republicans, Democrats together for the people of the United States.
Amen.
Come up with laws and what's best interest of the people. He's not doing that.
Mm.
He's calling division between
The people.
the two Congress houses, Republicans and Democrats.
Mhm.
He's the one that's saying, "Oh, we ain't gonna talk to them." He's the first one to tell you, like when all these shootings happened, guess who did it? The
left.
Democrats.
Can I just
The
say one
left.
thing?
The
It's
left.
crazy. That's division.
You can't control something that's not chaotic.
Mm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
When the chaos comes and then he steps up and he's gonna look like he's the great healer or whatever. But you gotta remember he's the one who started the freaking chaos in the first
That's
Like,
place.
he's the manufacturer of it.
So
Exactly.
What
You know
I'm
what I'm
saying.
saying?
and
Now you're
that's-
talking about John 8:44. When
Yeah.
he speaks a lie,
Yeah,
he speaks of his own
yeah.
because he's the father of it.
And
See
see,
what I'm saying?
and I see. This is people.
Great point, bro.
I just. Yep.
Great
That's
point.
a great point.
You
But
can't control the chaos
you can't control the chaos.
if you didn't create the
Yeah,
chaos.
that's right. That's it.
You got to manufacture.
Yeah.
And I say this though.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be like Abraham Lincoln said, a government of the people, by the people, and for the people.
That's it.
Right?
That's
Where we're
Yeah,
That's
have any
how
of
it's
that right
supposed
now.
to be done.
Yeah.
All to the best of their ability. All past presidents tried to do that. I don't care if they was Republican or Democrat.
Exactly.
They stayed in the pocket. They stayed for democracy. That's the biggest part. There's some of them, go a little left or go a little right, but
None of them go crazy.
yeah, none of them go crazy to cause that division. They try to keep it, democratically.
I agree with you, brother. I agree with everything y'all brothers are saying, because I think at the end of the day, and we can finish with all of this right here. At the end of the day, we never know what tomorrow's going to bring. We don't know what nation is going to try to attack us. So if we're not together and we get attacked,
Yep.
that's all I got to say.
Yeah, they're gonna take full advantage of that.
They sure will, bro.
Yeah. So I guess that's it for us this week. Next week is another week. If you like our content, please subscribe. Give us comments on what you want to hear, what you'd like to hear. I said, for me, Sean Wilson, Rob Little Lion, Ronald McConaughey, and Matt. We'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Peace. We gotta get some out. I got